The rain came down in thin, endless streaks the night Helen called the police. She stammered out her story in tear-choked gasps. A masked stalker, a sudden invasion, screams and blood, now the smothering silence of her living room. The officers murmured soft condolences as they set about their grisly task. 3 bodies slumped on the brown sectional, wine glasses shattered on the pale carpet. Behind her shuddering hands, Helen nearly smiled. Helen had never liked the women in her book club. Their laughter, sharp as glass, seethed across her kitchen on those Thursday evenings. She smiled, refilled their glasses, said nothing when they smirked about her messy garden, or plain hair, or the way she mispronounced Flaubert. Every week, she let the resentment curdle behind welcome smiles, until she felt it shuddering inside her skin, thick and heavy as tar. When the strange man started lurking at the edge of her cul-de-sac, it was easy to lean out the window and wave, inviting dread behind the hedges. Easy, too, to let herself wonder aloud about the creepy guy. When her guests arrived, none of them guessed, not when she brewed the tea that night. A strong blend, earthy and bitter, meant to mask the acrid powder she emptied from an old vial into their glasses. When one seized and slid boneless to the rug, the others fell quickly into chaos, slipping on wine and screams. Now, as blue and red lights painted her windows, Helen's world blurred pleasingly. She, the lone survivor, trembling behind her tale of a masked intruder, but beneath it, guilt burned. She didn't quite expect the dreams. When the lights receded, and her house was left in a hush, thick with disinfectant and memory. In sleep, she saw their pale faces pressed against her window at midnight, heard them in the creaking pipes and the brittle wind at her door. Neighbors stopped calling, wary when the crime scene tape fluttered loose. Children crossed the street to avoid her garden. Helen watched curtains twitch. Inside the house, the stains in the carpet wouldn't fade, no matter how hard she scrubbed. Sometimes, after she'd settled into bed and buried her head under the pillow, she imagined footsteps, soft and damp, shuffling closer, closer, just beyond her line of sight. The fictional stalker lingered in the minds of others, but inside her house, something else moved. She'd claimed an intruder had come for her friends, but every night now, Helen felt a presence lurking, one she had conjured herself, waiting patiently for the evening she too would no longer be alone.